everybody, let's do a lip combo right now. Okay, so I've already conditioned my lips. I just use some kind of a balm, whatever you have, right? The reason why I like to do this is it allows your pencil to move a little bit easier than just dry lips, because once you put a cream or something waxy from a pencil and your lips are dry, it just sticks. Okay, so this is Mauve. It's the longwear lip liner from Revlon. Okay, so it's kind of in a little rosy pink kind of color. So I always start with the bottom. I'm not saying this is the right way. This is just how I do it. Start with the bottom, in the middle, and I'm going to work my way up. Now, for you ladies that are in my age club, we tend to have our mouths tend to droop, not because we're sad and angry, just because that's what aging does as far as gravity. So you can kind of cheat it. You don't have to follow the outline of your lip completely. Okay. Like that. Then, upstairs, let's throw this on. I'm going to come up to the point, but I'm not going to fill it in yet. Then go the other side. This side, Jesus made my lips this way. It kind of goes like that. So I always have to draw it a little bit outside the line to match its friend on the other one. Okay, so I found if I follow the outline of my mouth, outline of my lip, it tends to make me look like I kind of have a RBF. I don't want to feel that way. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull it up, and instead of coming all the way down here where the natural lip line is, I'll just show you. Let me draw that in. So this is just following the natural shape of my lip. Whatever, it is what it is, right? However, if you take it and you think about going from point to point and you draw a line over that, so you're kind of connecting, what you've actually done is given yourself a lip lift. Now, the trick is blending. You don't want to just leave it, because then it's so obvious. So now what I do is I like to use an eyeshadow brush. It's a dry brush. It's pretty small. You know what I'm saying? So it's not super fluffy like this. That you couldn't blend very well with that. But this bristle is pretty small. So I'm just going to go and just feather it. And I'm blending down into the lip. I don't necessarily have to fill the whole lip in, but I'm just smoothing out the line. Okay. Now, you could put on some gloss and be good to go. I actually have a lot of... The reason why I mix shades so much, y'all, I don't mean to confuse you, but the reason why I do that is because I have a lot of blue undertone, and most colors that I put on my lips, it's not going to be the same color on my skin once it's put on. So I always go, there's two pencils that I usually use every day. I don't care if I'm putting on red lips or pink lips or peach or whatever. There's Warm Cocoa. What's it called? It's just called Cocoa. This is from e.l.f. Okay, you can get this at Walmart. This is Whiskey from Urban Decay. They kind of are the same. I like the texture of the Urban Decay better just because it's an eye pencil. It's not a lip pencil. So I'm just going to go over just the outline and then we'll blend it in. So that's the Urban Decay, and then the top one. I'm just showing this for y'all. I wouldn't do this. I just would stick with the same color, but it's pretty much the same. Okay. Now you have a little more definition versus one that's a little more subdued. Now I'm going to take the same brush and I'm just going to blend it. Okay, so with the mauve, with this, it's kind of an ombre lip right now. You could put a little gloss on and leave it at that, but let me show you what I do. And this, like this method, y'all, you could do this with any shade that you have. It's the same principle. So outside, line it, feather it in, and then I just take, this is from, I hate to tell you this because I don't even think they sell it anymore. It's KKW. And we know that Kim Kardashian is no longer W. But it's pink. But you could do any flavor you want. Even the point is, do something lighter than what's already on your lips. Okay, so I'm just going to dab it in the middle. Same up top. I'm going to take my finger and just blend it in. Okay, so the reason why I do this is you have the definition from the depth from the whiskey, which is the darker shade, right? Then you have the mauve, which is kind of your overall color, and then you have the pop of the lighter pink or whatever lighter color you want to do. This is Revlon. It's their super lustrous lip gloss 203. I don't know what the name is. It says 203. So when I don't like a real glossy lip, I just don't like that. So I just do just a little bit, just to give me a little moisture, just right in the center. So you won't find me doing like a huge gloss. I think they're beautiful on other people. It just bugs me. So I'm just going to tap that in as well. Okay, and that's it. So just simple, but I always want to start with a liner. You're going to always build from there. So I know it seems like a lot of steps, but if you think about it, if you just did one, like you just did like a lip balm, you know how fast those wear off because it's just one layer. So now you've given yourself a little buffer to last longer. Also, you know, if you go have your meal and you've got lipstick on, is it gonna stay on when you're done? Chances are your liner's still gonna be there. Just take that dry brush, blend it in, throw a little gloss on, you're good to go. Okay, have a good one. See you next time. Bye.